We humans yearn for a companion that always has our back whenever we need them or not, someone that makes us genuinely happy, and someone to create wholesome memories with. We may be able to find numerous companions, even those that are not in human form. What I mean by this is our friends can be those with fur, small legs, arms, and paws. Our pets. Pets are said to give unconditional love to us, and nothing can beat their loyalty to their owners. They give us a sense of responsibility and can even relieve stress. However, many of our animals out there, specifically dogs and cats, are left abandoned, maltreated, and in the worst cases, killed, despite how loving and caring they are. It is as if they do not have any right to live. Today, we stand here to change that. Good day, everyone. We are from the Philippine Animal Welfare Society. We advocate giving a voice to the voiceless, wherein we defend the welfare of pets against animal cruelty in the Philippines. Through this advocacy campaign, we would like to first make Philippine citizens recognize the values and rights of animals as sentient living beings. Second is to execute community programs and seminars to educate Filipinos about the effects of animal cruelty and guide them in being responsible pet owners. And lastly, to foster animal shelters, rescue organizations, and adoption centers that rehabilitate abused animals. All right, abuse or cruelty. This is the act of mistreating a person or a thing that inflicts an unpleasant effect through force and ferocity. By this definition, humans are not the only ones who can experience cruelty. This means that even animals can also undergo maltreatment. Animal cruelty involves an individual causing pain, neglect, or injury to animals for whatever reason. These aspects take on various forms of beating, abandonment, and terrible care or conditions meant for animals. It can be presented in any form, such as first, physical abuse. This includes beating, kicking, or otherwise harming an animal intentionally. For instance, someone might hit a dog out of frustration or anger. Second is neglect. It includes leaving a pet or disregarding it. It is the failure to provide care for an animal to live or thrive, and it also refers to refusing to give animals food, water, shelter, or health services. And lastly, abandonment. This involves leaving an animal behind while changing residence or simply when you no longer want it. Many pets find their way to shelters when people who own them decide to not take care of their pets any longer. This leads to the pet being a stray animal.
Many in our society commit animal cruelty for numerous reasons, such as the lack of education. Not knowing enough about how to take care of animals may lead to unintentional neglect. Next is economic distress. Some owners are unable to provide proper care, food, veterinary attention, and other forms of care. They may not be aware of the cost of taking care of pets. Next is cultural attitudes. In some cultures, practices are normalized or accepted, making widespread cruelty common, like katay in some cases. Another one is psychological issues. People who have psychological problems tend to harm animals and also resemble their traumatic history or distress. And lastly, boredom or disinterest. Sad, but it's true. Some people, specifically children, lose interest in their pets and consider them as a burden. In some cases, people have this misinterpretation that all animals may have the risk of harming them or infecting them with rabies, which gives them the motivation to hurt them. These are just some of the causes of animal cruelty, but these are still unacceptable and invalid. The following is not an excuse to hurt such an innocent animal.
Animal cruelty has been prevalent around the world. Our country, the Philippines, is no exception to its prevalence. As mentioned earlier, Animal cruelty has many faces and can be done in several different ways. Most cases of animal cruelty occur in provincial areas. Previously this year, the untimely death of a 3-year-old golden retriever Kilua attracted the attention of many people on the internet after a Camarines Sur Tanod, Anthony Solares, assassinated him. In the same region, Albay homeowner Ramil Balaran became a nemesis of internet users as he threw a cat into the river while taking a video of it and even posted it online, which upset the Facebook community and published screen captures of the incident. An even more disturbing fact, in other provinces like Bustos, Bulacan, stray pets, commonly dogs, are brought to pounds where they are slain, killed, and are even being traded or eaten as meat. This is also present in Cebu City. According to the Cebu Daily News Inquirer, its government rescued 101 dogs from an abandoned animal refuge somewhere in February 2023, not so long ago after their owners had abandoned them, as stated by the city's veterinarian, Dr. Jessica Maribojo. She also said that the rescued dogs are extremely weak and ill. In addition to these incidents, another unsettling video from La Trinidad Benguet that was posted by a worried viewer on GMA Regional TV showed people killing dogs to eat as a side dish while drinking. This event is also known as katay, which sadly is now common in the country, and many of us do not see it as something to be focused and be disturbed on. Unfortunately, such animosity against animals persists even in the face of laws that make mistreating them illegal.
We released disturbing statistics where it has been revealed that between 2010 and 2017, over 7,000 cases of animal cruelty have occurred in the country. A fellow group that shares the same goal as us, the Compassion and Responsibility for Animals or CARA Welfare Philippines, reported a staggering 3,000 cases of animal cruelty in 2020 alone. We believe that over 500,000 dogs and cats are being killed every year in the Philippines, as instances that involve animal cruelty have a high conviction rate of 95 to 97%. If we just leave this untreated and go unnoticed, cases will continue to increase, making more animals experience inhumane treatment and making more individuals carry on with performing these activities since somehow they get away with the consequences. That is why we are here today to prevent these worst case scenarios. However, we cannot make a change alone. In turning this dream of change into reality, we need your help to make it possible.
Imagine going through so much suffering without being able to ask for help. We are here raising our voice, speaking out for these sentient beings, and spreading awareness to all of you on how serious this matter is. Specifically, what is trying to reach out. First and foremost, every pet owners. Having a pet calls for responsibility. Owners should be aware that cases of animal abuse do occur and they should be cautious of not making their poor babies abuse the cruelty. They must know how to properly give love and care for their pets, especially since one of the starting points of animal cruelty can be rooted in the owners themselves. Through this campaign, we aim to make pet owners fully aware of this issue in order to make themselves contribute to decreasing the chances of animal cruelty.
We are also calling the attention of every official in each barangay. Barangay officials should be on the lookout for cases of animal cruelty around their areas. They should follow present laws connected to the ethics and values of animals and should be setting good examples for their communities. Not to mention that they are in charge of making their corresponding communities live in a great state. And stray animals are part of our communities. When cases of animal cruelty have been reported within their communities, they should be open and ready to take action. Lastly, we are also enlightening the youth. There are times when children are involved in animal cruelty. Some tend to hit, kick, or carelessly play with animals which causes harm to them. Being unaware of the outcomes of their actions, PAS aims to educate young generations about how we should treat animals in the right way and make them understand that animals are not toys but living creatures that deserve to be treated with care.
Us, the Philippine Animal Welfare Society, or PAWS, is one of the well-known groups that has a strong stand in occurrences that are related to animal welfare. It is full of members who voluntarily joined with the mission of making an environment where it is abuse-free for animals. It has now been running for years. However, how did even PAWS come to be? In 1954, British educator Muriel J., who was living in the Philippines at the time, established the Philippine Animal Welfare Society. To collect money, the group would create stuffed toys and other products to sell, according to the late Nita Hontiveros Licauco, one of the original volunteers. They had two bicycle patrols that collected stray animals from the streets and a clinic to heal injured animals. Pause slowed down eventually and became inactive once Muriel J. returned to England. Later on, the organization's president, Nita Hontiveros Licauco, reorganized PAWS in 1986 with a small group of volunteers who subsequently served as the initial board of directors. And the organization went back to life once again. Its current directors are Doris Cruz, Ana Cabrera, Cristina Martinez, and Rich Illustre, and they are also the ones who are running the organization.
PAWS is a non-profit organization dedicated to educating the public about animal care, welfare, and other issues and concerns about animals. They are also full of committed, trustworthy, and compassionate volunteers and institutions that lead and promote the protection of all animals.
Other than giving importance to the welfare of stray animals, we also shine a light on other animal welfare issues. These include animal experimentation, animal fighting, zoos or marine animals, and plenty more that involve the safety of animals. Up until this day, the group remains active in standing up for the rights of animals. Going back, one of our belief solutions to avoiding pet homelessness is neutering and spaying. These are both surgical procedures that make pets unable to reproduce. It may sound unpleasant and undesirable for pets, but is actually quite necessary and beneficial, as it can help decrease the population of dogs and cats, which is a root of pet homelessness. With this, PAWS has established low-cost clinics that offer veterinary services, and we also have adoption centers. Along with our advocacy of neutering and spaying, we created more programs. Volunteers also continue to join, sharing the same goal of promoting humane treatment to animals.
Now, we already know what animal cruelty is its forms, how it is something that we should talk more about, and how small steps led to larger advocacy and the birth of pause. We are now a step closer to achieving our goals of giving importance to the wellness of animals, which is great. However, the issue still stands. What can we do to prevent animal abuse and make our furry friends' surroundings safer and more humane? Running an advertisement about these problems and what can we individuals do if we ever encounter one of these issues is one of our goals. These advertisements will serve as educational tools, guiding every individual on what to do if they witness or suspect animal abuse. For example, reporting incident to local authorities, contacting animal welfare hotlines, accessing resources to assist abused or neglected animals, in order to create a network of animal welfare organizations that people can rely on for assistance. Our advertisements will also highlight organizations like cause. By this goal, we hope to attract more volunteers, encourage donations, and people who will adopt these animals.
Aside from advertisements, we intend to provide seminars in several locations. The seminar's main topic will include 1. Pet care. Those will be addressing the everyday needs of the pets, including healthy eating, exercise, grooming, and medical care. 2. What to do or anticipate before obtaining a pet, giving the pet owners the information about the cost and long-term obligations that comes with adopting a pet. Lastly, what each of us can do to assist in reducing these growing problems. This includes helping out at shelters, giving money or supplies, fostering animals, and raising awareness in their local areas. In addition, the seminar will also include open conversations where the people who attended may share their experiences, exchange stories, pose questions, and eventually gain knowledge from experts and animal rights activists. In this seminar, we also aim to give every community the information and resources they need to prevent this increasing issue by fusing education with practical solutions.
This upcoming December 13, 2024, we will be holding a seminar at Hawaiian College to inform all the students and faculty staff about animal cruelty. It will occur at 1 in the afternoon in their Locsin Hall, and one of the directors, Ana Cabrera, will be our speaker.
We also suggested animal friendly zones as a way to educate people about the importance of animal life and encourage them to take action. Areas designated as pet friendly are those where animals, especially dogs and cats, are welcome and treated in a way that ensures their comfort, safety, and happiness. In addition to offering a better environment for pets and their owners, these locations are carefully planned to respect public spaces. Animal friendly zones will include the following features in order to do this. First, rules and regulations. Under these are the leash policies, behavior expectations, limit on the number of pets, and mandatory pet accessories. For example, diapers for hygiene, muzzles if needed for safety, and collars with identification tags. Second, safety measures. Volunteers will provide fence areas, proper signage, waste bins, and other pet essentials. Trained volunteers will also be there to assist and educate pet owners, make sure the rules are followed, and provide first aid if necessary. By achieving this goal, we can have first, a safe and stimulating environment. Pet may socialize, play, and exercise in a safe and supervised environment. Second, improve mental and physical health. These outdoor activities will improve pets' behavior and health. Third, cleaner public areas. By promoting proper pet ownership, designated zones lessen the waste and conflict in other locations. Fourth, building a community. These areas allow pet owners to socialize, exchange tips and stories, and take part in animal welfare activities. Fifth, eco friendly coexistence. This decreases conflict in non pet friendly locations, which helps have a balance between the demands of animals and pets. Animal friendly zones are definite representations of communities' commitment to animal care. In this proposal, we aim to encourage a culture that appreciates, respects, and defends all animal life by incorporating these areas into public areas.
Now that you have listened to our voices, we hope that you can hear the voices of the hurt, abused, and poor animals through us. Animals are not any less of a value. Just like us humans, they are living creatures with rights. They are not just any creature that can be treated with harm. As we open our eyes to this issue, we encourage all of you to be a part of the solution to end animal cruelty. For the past few years, PAWS has continued to gain members, which paved the way to a wider advocacy, creating a larger impact and larger progress in reaching our goal. And it is possible to continue this. Join us in our advocacy in making our country safe for animals, little by little. Whether you're a pet owner, student, worker, or an ordinary individual, You can make contributions by supporting organizations like us, such as donating or reporting cases of animal cruelty in your communities, making others aware, and plenty more.
Together, we can make our animals live without fear and abuse, promoting their safety, well-being, values, and rights.
Let us go hand in hand and paw to paw